Hello friends, welcome to Arshit Stock Business News. Friends, today we are going to see latest updates of Tata Power during this 1 week. And friends, I already mentioned about Tata Power's high value, and after that high value it again went back, that is 115. And still now I am giving the buy call for Tata Power at 96. Already seen multiple times it hits 96, 95 and coming back to 100. So if falls, bought at 96. And friends, after all things, Tata Power consumers in Mumbai can opt for 100% renewable energy nearby, because friends, Tata Power managing director Sinha sir met with the Mumbai distribution, and they proposed a deal which is a green tariff tax, in which the consumers has to pay somewhat higher price which they are getting from the conventional energies to get renewable energy. But friends, Mumbai Electricity Regulatory Commission given green signal for this, which will include a premium over the tariffs. So going forward, it met with Delhi government also for this same proposal, but Delhi government rejected this one. Why? Because during pandemic season and COVID year, rising prices will not good in that area. Delhi government given postponed this one. So going forward, friends, it's a new type of tariff, that is a green power tariff. So with this, the government is going to take extra amount like 66 pice, I think. Yeah, 66 pice per unit, friends, and to get conventional energy. And this is one positive news. And another negative news, which is a Tata Power DDL, which is a Delhi Distributions Limited subsidiary of Tata Power, has crossed its regulatory assets like 5,700 crores. Friends, as you know, the word regulatory assets means previously incurred losses that are in the nature of deferred expenditures and can be recovered from consumers in future allowed by regulatory authorities. Friends, by the Delhi Electricity Regulatory Commission refused to allow a rise in tariff for a 10% rise in regulatory assets of Tata Power. So friends, with this, Sinha sir told that our regulatory not allowing to raise prices for consumers, which will recovered amount of nearly 5,200 crores at the start of pandemic. Now we are around 5,700 to 5,800 crores. This is our company's biggest challenge. So friends, with this, they gonna have some interest on it. Why? Because they take these amount from banks to rectify all the losses and everything to run the company. So see here, Sir mentioned we need at the minimum 8 to 10% hike in tariff to start some of the amount of liquidation, Srinivasan sir said. But at present our burden is only growing. If Delhi government allows to raise that price improvement, it will give some benefit for Tata Power. This one is somewhat negative thing, but still friends, one of the positive note we have is that Tata Power Delhi Distribution is a joint venture between Tata Power holds 51%, remaining will be Delhi government. Supplies nearly 8 lakh consumers, friends. And why I am telling plus for this means, Delhi government is pushing every consumer or every Delhi people to EV side, and that will be the positive for Tata Power. And with respect to, they are having 2 lakh smart meters which are replaced recently, and they are planning additional 5 lakh meters to change. And friends, the company also planning for battery grown renewable energies, presently which is 20 megawatt. They are planning this to 100 to 150 megawatt to stabilize its grid. So friends, the shares of renewable energies in our supply, that means for Tata DDL 24%, and it is growing by about 1.5% in each year going forward. So friends, these all things are positive, and next going to see it also linked with an blockchain biased P2P solar power trading. So friends, you all know about blockchain, whoever following my channel, that a new thing and new software that's everyone using now. Still now Tata Power also announced its blockchain based P2P solar power trading. What is this? So friends, uh, whoever producing power from solar, roof solar, they can sell their excess power to nearby houses. So with this, Tata Power will give their amount in real time itself, real time. So for this, they taken this blockchain. The transactions will take place through Power Ledger's blockchain technology that offers a near real-time settlement for the consumer and producer. So friends, this is the latest development taken by Tata Power, which is collaborated with Australia-based Power Ledger to launch a pilot project. So this is also one plus news. And next one is MG Motors. Friends, we already seen this MG Motor and India and Tata Power are combinedly working for EV stations launching. So recently they launched EV charging station in Ludhiana. So with these, MG Motors and Tata Power combinedly launched 50 kilowatt super fast public EV station, and in past they done in Calcutta, Cochin, Coimbatore, Goa, Mangalore, and they are also planning in Ahmedabad and Nagpur coming days. So already they established in Delhi, NCR and Bangalore. So friends, this is also one positive news. And Tata Power DDL is going to partnered with Sun Mobility to set up lithium battery swapping stations. So already I mentioned about this thing. Delhi is the first state or union territory which is going to push on electric EV side. So they are keenly first planning there, and this is also one plus news. And next going forward, we are seeing that Tata Power issued 5,000 unsecured redeemable taxable listed rated non-convertible debentures worth 500 crores on a private placement basis, and this was done on 24th March 2021, that means last week, and it raised nearly 500 crores, one of the plus thing. And next we are going to see that Competition Commission of India has cleared Tata Power Company's purchase agreement of 51% stake in Northeast Electricity Supply Company of Odisha, and this is another plus. So friends, this is all about Tata Power latest updates, and if you like our videos, please subscribe my channel, share my channel friends. Thank you.